And the BMW going up there had 55 on it, and 55 Victoria Road, where I did run a hostel for homeless young men, my Christian calling at the time, opposite Victoria Road Post Office. Lloyd Long, who could stir more crap and diss sewage works, that one's got mill on it. It's not 25 Cromwell Street, no bodies bricked into the walls, under the floors, or buried in the garden, and I certainly wasn't running a Charles Manson cult. DC3, Hope Church now, Victoria Road Post Office. Again, all full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis. And that was a classic. Again, see Prince Harry, the spare for details. Certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex traffic girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. And he's got Davison on his back. No Luke Davison, Plymouth. Plymouth shooter, Terminator. You will not see me walking around this terminating anybody. But like I say, it was a classic. Jonathan Burr and Harris and Co. You'd get a visit from them at 55 Victoria Road, calling me Fred West, Sutcliffe, falsely claiming I was running a Charles Manson cult. I really don't think so. And that was their friend Andrew, DC3, Hope Church now, who had murdered his flatmate and buried him under the floorboards. Big 666 monster fix, and that is a black. You got a big story there. No black wizard here in a Volvo estate. Pledge Jack Nicholson. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. No Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer here. Again, Steve Wright, Ipswich, 22 miles from here, riding round in a blue Mondeo. 5 girls murdered. May have been involved in the Ringland murders in Norwich. But some people do ask if Steve Wright was a ferryman. He's never confessed to the murders in Norwich. He was taking the bodies to other people, because some were said to have been found in a satanic pose. And he did work in Norwich Red Light District in the ferryman pub, and there are plenty of ferrymen abducting children, young girls and women, and taking them to other people. Again, plenty of grooming gangs in high places. So the big Dis Norfolk UK black box serial killer frame fix assassination. That one's got LIMEY on it. I did write about that today online. No BLITZ LIMEY. MPGP cop, ex-wife killer. And again, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by big wig know-alls, snobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I'll certainly disappear before they come for me. And that one's got kill on it. So they will set you up. There's the Black Panther Sandringham serial killer, Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist. But again, certainly not me. And a very good film, The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. Again, see the Prince of Darkness, Hybrid Host, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine. That one's got 17 on it. Not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex traffic girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. Another black Volvo parking, pulling out over there. Again, very good film, Pledge, Jack Nicholson. Giant of a man called the Wizard, riding around in a black Volvo estate, abducting children and young girls. No Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, this shooter. Again, you can see Simon Bailey Don't Cry in his blonde toast plainclothes lover, not true detective. So, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by big wig know-alls, snobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, certainly disappear before they come for me, and that is a 22 on that one. And that is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saks Coburn GAFFE, Windsor SS. Again, they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Or lock you up, box you up. That one's got a big lock on it and a big cage in the back of it. So the big Dis Norfolk UK black box serial killer frame fix assassination, sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Not even Harry Houdini could escape from, and they certainly will bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are, but no monster here. One big monster con, monster bluff, monster gaff, epic fail in this Norfolk, UK. Again, 17 coming in on another vehicle there. So, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, and certainly not mine. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saxe Coburn Gaffe, Windsor SS, and all they really have on me is Sip 0 Silch nil, a whole lot of nothing. One big monster con, monster bluff, and that is another 22 coming on that one. So like I say, it really is a 22-year catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Very similar to the postmasters who were falsely accused of fraud and theft, turned their lives into a living hell over a 20-year nightmare because of a glitch in the computer program Horizon. And one big monster glitch in Dis Norfolk, UK, and the UK's Devil Islands 666 matrix, again all in the bag. Can see Pam Johnson, Matt Johnson for details. No one's got Pam on it. I do have an auntie Pam too. Got plenty to say, all in the bag. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. But no Black Panther, serial killer here. Again, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Really don't think so. He only can take a very big hit in Dis, Norfolk, UK. So, certainly is the one, but plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, and certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So, all in the bag in Dis Norfolk, UK. Anyhow, God bless, take care. And again, Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saxe Coburn Gaffe, Windsor SS. Plenty of grooming gangs in high places. I think they believe it's their royal privilege. That is another Mondeo coming in there, but it's got sun on it. See the sun in LA, USA, Hotel California. Does have 12 spare vacant rooms, 16 psycho bathrooms. With his vampire mummy queen, Queen of the Dams, and he will suck the life out of everyone. But his high royal blue crime, blue murder, certainly not mine. And that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, loud and clear. And again, that one's got mock on it, so never a bad thing to mock the opposition in Dis Norfolk, UK. Another 55 there. But 55 Victoria Road, Dis Norfolk, UK. Was never DC free. Hope Church now, Victoria Road Post Office, 25 Cromwell Street. No bodies bricked into the walls, under the floors, or buried in the garden. I certainly wasn't running a Charles Manson cult, really don't think so. And again, there's a Skoda there, but no chopper here. Must got Cliff on it. No monster, serial killer here. Again, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. You certainly could have seen Turrell's Kingfisher dairies in the past. Simon Bailey don't cry. His blonde toast plain clothes lover. No purple guy here. So you can always capture all the monster lies. Well, not all of them, but you can capture a lot of monster lies in Dis Norfolk, UK. Harvey's there. Royal Mail Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mare, the big super spreader carriers, a very deadly serial killer virus in Dis Norfolk, UK, and they have infected everyone apart from me. And again, 17 on that one war and core, one big war in Dis. Always good to add a little bit more core factor to your story. Another Scotland Yard there. And this one's got Lock on it, and Boss and Wizard. Hot Fuss Boss, Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his Blonde Toast Plain Clothes Lover. That one's also got Wizard on it. Very good film pledge. But No Sandringham Serial Killer, Black Wizard Terrorist, this shooter here. So plenty of people want me boxed up, locked up, or done in. But in reality, it's all to cover up a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, and certainly not mine, and that's got wigs on it. This Mason Council, White Lodge, a local mafia, a local mob, DC3, Hope Church now, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. And that was actually Mr. Baxter, very nice gentleman, did have a good chat with him recently. And when that was nice, he did apologise for what DC3 had put me through. It certainly wasn't done by him, that wasn't his place to apologise. Like I say, a very nice gentleman, Keith Baxter from Burston. So, Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saxe Coburn Goffer, Windsor SS, Norfolk Cubus, Coppers. That one has got mock on it too, so never a bad thing to mock the opposition. Again, cruise on my frame fixed town in Disnorwich, Safewold, North Norfolk Coast, Derbyshire in the Lake District. As always, not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. And like Pink says, when you are surrounded by bigwig gnolls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I certainly disappear before they come for me. No Breaking Bad, gun runner, drug dealer, woman beater, hoax bomb sender, this post office, no serial fire starter here, really don't think so. And I say TikTok, real classic. 66.8 million views on TikTok, 27 TikTok accounts burned down for exposing the truth. Proof, evidence and facts, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choice and a peaceful protest of innocence against the Simon Bailey Don't Cry, his Blonde Toast Plain Clothes Lover, not true detective. They certainly will make more than your social media accounts disappear for exposing the truth. And again, Rich Boys Love Party, Human Hunting Party. Hunting young girls for blood sport, people did say there'd been others. They will hunt and feast again, human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, UK's Devil Island, castles, manor houses, country estates. So, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, and certainly not mine, and all in the bag in this Norfolk UK. That one's got tough on it. You do have to be tough in this Norfolk UK. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats. Certainly can take a very big hit. No Beast of Punjab Bradford. Again, it's all coming out about the grooming gangs, the rape of Britain. Plenty of grooming gangs in high places. Consider it their royal privilege. No dish shooter here, Simon Bailey Don't Cry, his Blonde Toast Plain Clothes Lover, not true detective. And the one behind them, that one's got con on it, one big monster con in this Norfolk UK. So let's say TikTok cannot handle the truth, but have been called out. That gentleman there looks a bit like that guy Rushdie, what's his name, he wrote that book and upset the Muslim Fatal. I say my book was on Amazon, did have a very good established Amazon KDP Kindle accounts for over 2-3 years, but when Prince Harry's book Spare became the #1 bestseller on Amazon, they burned down my Amazon Kindle account. You couldn't have me exposing a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine, the real Beauty and the Beast story. And again, it's a very good part in the film Split where he transforms into the Beast and he's got a bunch of flowers at the underground substation. So as always, plenty of hosts for the hungry bloodthirsty beasts in high places. Another big splash of pink over there. So all in the bag, all in the bucket, all in the flower pot in this Norfolk, UK. Anyhow, God bless, take care, and have a good weekend. Like I say, Simon Bailey don't cry, it's blonde toast plainclothes lover, not true detective. I missed that one, that's staring me right in the face, white one there. And that's got 22 on it, and off. You certainly do have to be off, but it really is a 22-year catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. This Mason Council, White Lodge, a local mafia, it's a local mob, and that one's got sports on it. Some people do like their blood sport, a human hunting. Certainly will set you up to be hunted, box caged, assassinated, disappeared. That one's got fun on it. Why you do have to go, run, fly, disappear, follow your golden compass, and as always, no Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist here. I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike, and all mixed into the black shroud of Sandringham. Now that's a classic one to capture. There was mention of a Suzuki Jeep, pickups and trials bikes on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, human hunting parties. So 22 over there and 22 now coming out. Really is a 22-year catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. That one's got 23 on it. Very good film, Jim Carrey, but no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21, number 23, serial killer here. No Beast of Punjab, one's got Mock on it. Mock the opposition, no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. No Black Wizard here, and a Volvo State. You can see this Tesco's and Morrison's, every monster lie, bogus diagnosis mixed into their big pick and mix, monster deal. It's this Skelton Road Assassins. I've been given Steph a hand going through cancer and chemotherapy, but even Steph and her entourage, Jojo and co, Mary and Jerry. AJ and John, Jackie and Michael, Chris, Darren and co. Can see Matt Johnson for details. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis. That one's got 23 on it and BLUFF. So you can see Safe Norfolk District Council at Long Stratton. And the red one over there, it's also got bad and 23 on it. So, no mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21 and number 23, serial killer. And like I say, you could have seen Ma Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard, now departed. Everyone nicely using and setting me up, framing and fixing me, using me as the spare and the fall guy. The scapegoat, but no purple guy, serial killer here. Black Panther. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham, really don't think so. I haven't got any children in Africa. And you could end it with that one. That one's got egg on it, the red one. They certainly do have plenty of egg on their geriatric faces, especially in this Norfolk, UK. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats. But like I say, it's a very good film. The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. And certainly not mine. Anyhow, God bless, take care. And that one's got con on it. One big monster con in this Norfolk, UK, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, and again no purple guy, serial killer here. Purple guy was the serial killer in the Freddy Fazbear's cartoon series. And no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, was a camper van just went by with a white van. No red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. Serial killer here, really don't think so. So, all in the bag, 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses in this Norfolk, UK. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case. 39 on all accounts, in order to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. That one looks a bit muddy, very good film Mud, Matthew McConaughey. You certainly do have to disappear before you end up in the mud in this mere 6 metres deep and 23 metres of mud. Plenty of people would like to feed me to the monster black catfish in this mere. And I was doing a video once in Tesco's, waiting for Steph and Joe. They were just doing stuff, and I was just doing a video in the corner at Tesco's, top left hand corner, and there was a gentleman sitting there in a very nice Land Rover. Quite curious why I was doing a video, so I went and had a chat with him afterwards. And he knew exactly what I was talking about. He knew the gamekeepers on the Royal Sandringham estate. He knew all about human hunting parties, sex trafficking, all the shenanigans between Camilla and Charles behind Prince Diana's back at Sandringham. So that was very interesting to bump into him. Like I say, he knew all the gamekeepers on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields. So all in the bag in this Norfolk, UK. Simon Bailey Don't Cry, and his blonde toast plain clothes lover. That one's got a son, and that is a Mondeo. Sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear. So, picture paints 1,000 words. Have a good weekend. God bless.